Hey guys, it's Kelsey and I'm here with a scrapbooking process video. So I'm super excited for the next couple layouts you're going to see. They're going to be for Sara Scrap's Mixed Media Backgrounds class, Volume 1. So I actually won a spot in this class by participating with Mercy Tiara's Autumn Inspirational Series. So I won the Mood Board Challenge and the prize was a spot in this class. So I am super excited about that. This is the second Sara Scrap's class I've taken. I also took her Simple Elegance class, which I learned a lot and had a lot of fun. You guys would have seen a couple process videos from that class as well by now, I think. So this one is super different. I love mixed media and I just never do it. I am not good at it. I don't know a lot of techniques. But yeah, so I was really excited to take this class because I'm really excited to learn some new mixed media techniques and maybe get a little bit more of it incorporated on my pages. I love this background that I made. I was so proud of myself. This is my background for lesson 1. I'm not going to explain anything about it, how I made it, or any of that. You guys have to take Sara's class to figure out how to do a background like this, but I am so proud of myself with how it turned out. So I do have the paper pad that I used for my mixed media is not 12 by 12. I think it's 11 by 14. So I did just trim it down to 11 by 11, but then I needed to mat it on a 12 by 12. So that's why there's this gold frame around it, which I really think helps and actually accentuates my mixed media background that I did. But I thought it was so soft and glowy with this light pink and the shimmer of the gold. I thought it looked so soft. So I really wanted to pull out my pink paisleys, Auburn Lane. I thought the pinks and the yellows in this collection really helped accentuate the background I'd already created. So I love how this looks. I have this photo that I took of me. I was just feeling myself, feeling fresh. I was in the car with Marcus and we were driving around doing errands and stuff, and he had just got me some boba tea, so I was just feeling good and want to take a picture. I used the Snapchat, I think it's an Instagram filter where it softens it makes the photo really glowy, and then there's hearts that float around it. So I took a screenshot of that to scrapbook. I'm just documenting a normal day. This is a normal weekend day when Marcus and I have a lot of errands to run. We hop in his truck and he drives us around everywhere. So I really wanted to get that moment captured, and I just thought this photo with this background plus these paper products looked so nice together and really captured that feeling that I was going for. So I did pull back out my little notebook border punch that Kelly sent me. I've been using this on, I think, every layout since I got it. I've really been enjoying using it. So I wanted a little bit of yellow along the right side of the photo since I am pulling in this houndstooth yellow frame from the collection. That way the yellow is balanced a little bit. I did map my photo on some pink and then some black, but I wanted to pull in those gold tones, so this yellow really helps. It's this mustard yellow that really looks like a flat version of a gold. So I thought it looked really nice together. So I have that notebook punch along the right side of the photo, and then I'm creating a little embellishment cluster on the left hand side with that frame. I did matte that frame in some vellum. I thought that really helped accentuate that glowy look. So I'm really enjoying that. And then there's this little sentiment that comes in the ephemera pieces for the Auburn Lane that says, oh, my mic almost fell. Sorry if that was loud. I had to catch it as it fell off the table. It says, enjoy the little things. I thought it was a really nice soft gold that also went really well with this page. So, and it was a good title for this page. It's not too much going on. It's just, me and Marcus running errands. So I thought that captured the idea as well. And then I have a cute little doily that I got from Ronnie. So that's going to be tucked behind the frame. I love how it looks behind the vellum of the frame, and you just get that little detail. So I think that looks really nice as well. And then I am just going to take a few scraps and I'm going to create a few banners coming out from the left side of that cluster with the frame. So I don't want to do too much. This is something I already can tell I'm going to struggle with this class because I've enjoyed so much already. At this time, I've made I think I've done 4 lessons so far, and I've loved every background I've made, but I can already tell just with creating this first layout with one of my backgrounds, I'm going to have a really hard time creating the page because I've loved the backgrounds I've made so much. It's going to be really hard to compose a page while still not covering up all of my background. So I think this one struck a balance. It was a little bit more simple, but I am really trying with these mixed media backgrounds to tone it down a little bit because I really don't want to cover up these beautiful backgrounds I've been making with a whole bunch of paper layers. So I do have a scrap of this white dry embossed paper that I had made for previous layouts, so I'm going to tuck that in top and bottom of the photo. I think that adds a really soft, light, white, layery detail, so I really like how that looks. So I'm tucking that in, and then I'm also going in and throwing in a couple layers of some scrap vellum that I have as well. I'm really just trying to pull in more and more layered details, but that are soft and don't overwhelm, because I do want more layers, but I don't want anything to make it look too heavy. So I think by adding these textured white elements and these vellum scraps, add that layered detail without making it look heavier. So I like how that's looking with those little additions. I'm just getting that tucked in on the bottom. I want to do a little bit more embellishing. I love this little coffee cup, this little pink mug, because this is right after we picked up the boba tea. So even though that's not a really important detail, it is part of the experience of this photo. So I thought by having a little coffee mug on here, it would make me remember as I'm looking back on this page, oh yeah, we just picked up some coffee. So I want to make sure that gets on here. I really wanted to incorporate it into the cluster with the frame, but I end up making it its own little cluster. So right now, the only cluster is the one with the frame, and I was debating having that being the only clustered area, just having the photo in that, which I don't think would have been bad. It really would have helped me keep with that minimalism theme, and just keep it simple. But with a few of the things I wanted to add with this page, I decided to go ahead and do a visual triangle, but just do small clusters in the other two areas. I'm kind of stuck right now as to what to do though, so I'm going to go ahead and do my journaling. I am just saying Marcus makes running errands enjoyable in black. I want to pull in a little bit of black just because I do have that skinny black frame, and I'm going to have a black and white banner coming out from the yellow framed cluster. So I want little pops of black, but I want to make sure it's not heavy. It just adds enough to kind of pump up a little boldness and a little contrast, but without making it super heavy. So I think that looks nice. I just think I used a Sharpie marker because it was going over the mixed media, so that writes really well over all the paints and everything. So yeah, now I am going in with a secondary cluster with that cute little mug. So I just took a vellum scrap and punched a scalloped circle to go behind that. And I think that adds a nice little detail. I want to make sure I'm getting vellum tucked into all my little clustery areas. I really think vellum helps add to the glowy look of the page. And then I really like this heart ephemera piece that comes in the collection. So I wanted to pull a little bit of black up in that corner as well. So that's going to go up there. And then I want to pull in some black into the frame cluster, but end up going with a different scrap piece of paper that you'll see in a minute. But I am going to pull in a little white tag. I'm threading it with some golden white twine, so that again really pulls in the gold from the background. I think that's a really nice soft detail, and that gives somewhere for that heart to sit. So that's going to be the cluster up in the top. So now I pretty much have my three areas. I'm just going to add a couple little details to kind of accentuate and fill them out a little more. But I think that's pretty much it. I am going to go in with my little diamond press die cutting machine. I'm going to die cut a tiny little heart from one of the foiled pieces that's on the sticker sheet. So you can see that's what I'm doing now. There's these cute little hexagons all over these little sticker sheets, but I haven't been using them, so I decided I needed a heart in that same soft rose gold foil that's in this collection. So I decided just to use one of the hexagons that had that foil on it to die cut that heart. And then I already have a sticker because it's from sticker material. So I'm going to stick that tiny little heart on top of the black one. I think that's a really nice little detail. I just wanted something gold and little up there. And since it's a heart, I love layering hearts like this. So there's that. And then I am going in with my white Nouveau drops. I'm going to do 3 little clusters in each of my areas as well. And I think I am done after that. Guess we'll find out. Yep, here are the close-ups. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to find out how to create this background, I will link Sara Scrap's information in the description. She also has a process video, kind of like a preview for the class. So you kind of get one lesson for free if you want to check that out. I'll also link that below. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.